We turn now to the U.S. economy and your dollar tonight. Inflation jumped to 3.8% in April, the highest level in 3 years, and some prices are rising more than others. Fruit and vegetable prices, for example, have climbed more than 6% in the past year. Tonight in our series, Affordability in America, the big buyers, wholesalers, and restaurant owners talk to our Jason Allen about how they're trying to absorb the cost, not pass them on, but they can't do it forever.
Grapes from Chile, tomatoes from Mexico, watermelons from South Texas.
That is so sweet.
Nando Gonzalez has trucks arriving to his cold storage warehouses daily at River City Produce in San Antonio.
From Washington, from California, Arizona, Texas, of course.
Produce prices are sensitive to whichever way the wind blows or where the rain falls.
The component that a lot of people don't realize is that all of these were affected by fuel.
Since February, the price of diesel is up 47%.
How is it different between the normal ups and downs that you have and this sudden and somewhat sustained extra cost that you have with fuel?
You hold your breath a little bit, and you keep thinking it's going to go down until you can only get to a point where you can't absorb it anymore.
When the wholesaler can't absorb it, restaurant owner Luis Barrios has to figure out if he can.
Well, our CPA advisor, he's the one that keeps telling us, if you guys want to be around much longer, you have to raise your prices.
Los Barrios can't exactly go without jalapenos, limes, and tomatoes, which were up nearly 40% in April over last year. So the nearly 50-year-old institution recently had to raise prices.
Most consumers understand because they go to the grocery store as well.
Back at River City, Gonzalez told us he expects more restaurants and markets to decide that after eating the increased cost of produce for months, they can't stomach it any longer.
In an economy like this, they're counting their pennies. They're not counting their dollars. And it's a pennies business right now.
It might just cost you a few pennies extra for each avocado that you buy, but also each potato and each tomato. And those pennies, they can turn into dollars pretty quick. Tony?
Yeah, Jason, thank you very much.
Rising gas prices aren't just impacting drivers, they're also putting pressures on local food truck owners. Newswatch 12's Oscar Rodriguez spoke with one vendor to learn how the higher costs are affecting their business.
Well, as of Tuesday, the average price for a gallon of regular gas in Oregon sits at $5.30, according to AAA. And while higher prices at the pump are hitting drivers hard, food truck owners say the rising cost of fuel is also affecting their business. I spoke with one local vendor about how he's navigating the spike in prices. Fernando Alvarado, who owns Tacos Don Fer, says he spends about $160 to fill up his tank. But the rising gas prices aren't the only challenge for food trucks. The owner of Tacos Don Fer told me that the inflation on produce is also taking a big hit on his business.
No es solo el gas, sino que también todos los productos que usamos, poco a poco le suben un poquito, $1, $2 al producto y afecta mucho en las ventas.
Fernando said he bought 1 pound of tomatoes for $1.68 on Tuesday. However, 4 months ago, that same weight costed him only 86 cents per pound.
Apóyenos porque la economía ahorita está un poco dura y pues de lo contrario, al rato ya no nos van a ver aquí.
Reporting from Medford, I'm Oscar Rodriguez.
I saw the thinning on